chat and make it a little fun, casual too. So yeah, it's great to meet you all. I'm Mike, like I said, and we'll just jump right in. But I hope you guys are doing well, and hope everything's going well here for you. I know we've been kind of a partner here with you guys for a while now, so we appreciate that dearly. I know you guys have a strong medical community here too, and we kind of really resemble that attitude, so we appreciate that, and we appreciate working with you guys. With that, I'll hop right in. Steve, I based it pretty much what's on your menu right now, but I also feel like I should talk maybe about some of the stuff that might not be on the menu, but could be.
Sure.
I'd love to just chat. I didn't see any red farms on your menu, but that's kind of where everything starts. So I just wanted to touch on our farm. You guys might know our flower coming in little blue drams in the past. If you guys see it again, it won't be in the blue drams anymore. We actually transitioned to using these Mylar bags that have this same really cool graphic on the front, and that's for a couple reasons. We wanted to have a little bit more fun with how we're selling our flower, and also sustainability. While it might not seem like it, shipping drams for shipping these all over the place use a lot more fuel. It's a lot less environmentally friendly. So we're kind of switching a lot to Mylar, a lot to as little plastic, as little materials as possible in general. These are recyclable too. But that was just one thing we've been doing kind of in our sustainability evolution over the last year or so. So you guys will see same good flower coming down now in Red Farms bags, and then these are all designed with an artist group out of California called Califari. So we use, they have like a global network, so we're using like artists all over the world to kind of design cannabis packaging in Massachusetts, which I think is pretty cool. Similarly, you guys have some Mile 62 flower on your menu. I think some lava cake and some headband memory loss. Two great strains, headband memory loss, obviously being headband crossed with memory loss. Headband being, obviously a great classic strain, and then memory loss is a really nice kind of racy sativa. So I think they bring together like a really nice mix of like that headiness and that like raciness. So it's a bit of a hybrid when they come together, but you definitely get some of those invigorating effects from it that I think the people that like hybrids and sativa leaning hybrids will really like, and that's what I've liked it for a while now. And then your lava cake's gonna be really just kind of a heavy hitter with the Thin Mint Girl Scout cookies crossed with grape pie, and that's just been one of our heavy hitters, high testers for a while now. Mile 62 and Rev Farms are going to be similar in that you might see some of the same strains coming down in different packaging. Mile 62, Rev Farms, you may even see some of the same strains in our pre-rolls, and some Mile 62 pre-rolls potentially. Mile 62 is really what, for those people that are hunting high numbers. While we know that numbers aren't everything that matters, we know that it's something that matters to a lot of people, and some things you just can't change no matter how much you try to teach it out of them. So Mile 62 is really for those people that are going to come in for those high testing numbers, for those really heavy hitters, for the consistent, flower that they might, see as something that they can save a little money on by getting the highest tester and making it last a little longer. Mile 62 is going to be all 28% THCA and 2% terps minimum. So while we know that numbers don't mean anything, it's usually indicative of some really fire stuff, And like I said, you guys have some really nice strains, the lava cake and the headband memory loss. It's really kind of a nice mix of like indica leaning-ish hybrid and then sativa leaning hybrid with the headband memory loss. So you've got some nice, a nice little mix there. And I'll show you guys some. So they're both going to come in like a similar style packaging, just same kind of Mylar, different, design. And then, so we also have created in partnership with Big Papi, I'm sure you guys have heard and seen over the last year, Big Papi's Sweet Sluggers and Big Papi's Moonshot vapes. We've definitely been asked a lot over the last year, like what kind of cash grab is this, what's going on? Big Papi's really a local hero to us. And when we found out he was interested in getting into the cannabis industry, we wanted to do our best to be a part of it and to create the right message for him and really create the right brand with the right messaging for him. When he was playing baseball, he wasn't allowed to use cannabis because of the rules and because he wasn't, he didn't feel like it was, keep him in the same kind of headspace that he needed to be that focused and that clutch during his time as a baseball player. But during the end of his career, he started to experiment with topicals while he was still in the league for elbow pain. We're designing a topical with him, kind of been in the works for some time now, kind of recreating what helped get him out of, pretty severe pain right after his long career. And then once he retired, he kind of started dabbling in everything else, smoking, dabbing. He loves cartridges, which is why we created Moonshot. And he wants to use his platform and his brands and products to really kind of help pull people that were, kind of on the fence about cannabis or kind of, leaning one way or another, kind of maybe nervous to try it, use it for their pain or, whatever they might be needing it for. To kind of use his platform to comfort people and say that, I tried it, I was very much on the fence. I thought I was going to get kicked out of the MLB and really never be, allowed in the public eye if it came out, and now it's, really kind of saved my life and transformed my life post-retirement and allowed him to really be what he is and be as active as he is today. Without it, he probably could have gone down a path of, other drugs and different remedies that would not have been as effective and might have left him in not a good place to be where he is today. He looks great and he feels great, and that's kind of rare for someone that's played in a career, in a sporting career as long as he has, and withstood, the test of time and been as inspirational and clutch as he was as a player. So that really kind of inspired our product and inspired his brand to create Sweet Sluggers and to create Moonshot. Sweet Sluggers are, as you probably know, coming in singles and 3-packs. The cool thing about the singles is that, like our Ace Weedman's tubes, they're all made with recyclable ocean plastic. So when you buy these, you're kind of helping pull some ocean plastic out of the ocean. Through this initiative, we've pulled close to 50,000 pounds of ocean plastic out of the ocean, together with Sana Packaging. So we've kind of been, working to keep getting that number up. And when you support Papi or support Ace Weedman's, part of that's going to a good environmental cause, and that's like Rev Farms kind of transition into Mylar bags, just another kind of thing that we've been working on sustainability-wise over the last couple of years. Big Papi's wraps, we did. If you guys haven't had a chance, please, give those a smell, feel them a little bit. We went through 25 to 30 different iterations of what these wraps were going to look like before we picked the final one. And this is going to be made with an all green tea and cacao wrap. So not hemp, green tea and cacao. The cacao's going to give you that little kind of chocolate, kind of like oaky vanilla taste that we find complements a lot of strains really nicely. And doesn't change the flavor too much, but adds a nice kind of vanilla flavor. I can liken it to a bit of a Dutch Master, vanilla Dutch Master, or something along those lines. And to me, it's the closest I've found, and I think anyone's found, to like a real kind of cannabis blunt on the market here. So if anyone's coming in that has purchased blunts before, is a big fan of blunts, used to smoke blunts, does smoke blunts now, but is looking, from time to time for an alternative to the, normal tobacco blunt, this is a great product for them. It's a great product for any Big Papi fan or anyone that, loves and respects everything he's done for us and for the city. So anyone that comes in and is like, talking about the Red Sox, asking about, you see with the Red Sox get up, it's usually a great product for someone that's, a big fan of the team or a big fan of Papi's, like many people that have been fans of the team are. For the last 20 years. And so each one's gonna come, Papi comes to our grow like about a couple times a year. We've got some new strains that just harvested, so he'll be out probably in the next, I think he's coming out next week. And he helps pick a couple strains that he wants to go in, and then he picks some backups. So if we run out of that, he's got some backups, but we try to use all the strains that Papi wants to use. And then we try to find the strains that like match well with the wrap. And kind of pull out the best of the bud and the best of the wrap together when you're burning it. So what you're getting in there is really like a nice slow burning cannabis cigar, cannabis blunt. That's going to give a nice even burn, a little bit of a slow burn, and it's what's great about it is it really gives the experience and the feel of smoking a real blunt. So for anyone that's kind of missing out on that experience or has felt like, I can't really recreate that without using tobacco, and I don't like using tobacco anymore. I'm looking for something a little different than a normal pre-roll, maybe something a little special. These are great for those kind of situations and those kind of customers. I'm not sure if you guys will see any 3-packs, but just so you know, just like our Ace Friedmans, if you're looking to get them open, you just pop them up from the top, and it's real easy like that. It's sometimes something I just mention to customers, anyway, even if they don't ask, just because it can be helpful and kind of save them a little bit, of a pain trying to figure it out. That's just like these Ace Friedmans 3-packs. Look at that. Does anyone have any questions or interested in anything else so far?
Can we keep these?
Please, yeah, you can have some more if you'd like to.
If you guys don't want them, I'll take them.
Any